What up, YouTube? This isn't, I cried blues over a girl. A girl I was seeing for quite some time, and she kind of blew me off and kicked me to the curb. It is what it is. And I've been married, been cheated on, all that. I've never felt this betrayed in my life. Being married the first time and her telling me, at New Year's Eve one night, that she cheated on me 6 times. And the next morning I just said that to make you mad. Bullshit. You said it to make me mad. You said you cheated on me, not specifically 6 fucking times. So, that being that, anyhow, that fucking hurt, you know? Number 2, same thing. I've been others, they've cheated on me. It's fucking shitty ass feeling. But my daughter, who is soon to be 13 years old, and I've had custody of since she was about full custody, since she's about 7 months old, took her on the road with me. I've had to leave half a day before work, drive to work with her, 4-hour ride, 4.5-hour ride turned into 6, 8, 10-hour ride when you got to stop and warm up bottles and you got to change diapers and stuff like that. And I didn't look at it in any other way, and so many people couldn't believe I did that. She's my responsibility, and I work away a lot, but I had the nastiest, dirtiest thing done to me, and my daughter's got her finger in it. She is a sweet girl, but she has been with them too long. She's the ex-in-laws. She's learned how to manipulate. She's been playing me and them from the middle for quite some time. Telling me one thing and swearing those words never came out of her mouth that my parents and her aunt and uncle are telling me. But, so, I get slapped by my own parents. This is how fucking scumbag. Do you want to know about some gang-stalking fucking scummy shit? My own parents, whom helped me or went to bat with me to get custody of my daughter in the first place. The first time her mother, who was a registered nurse, had to go to a extracurricular hospital. Leave it at that, not talking shit. Anyhow, while she was in that extracurricular hospital, my previous divorce lawyer I hired for custody, she recommended that I file for custody immediately. As soon as she was in there, it made sense. I wasn't being a dick, wasn't being a fucking asshole, nothing like that. It was for my daughter's own good and her own good. The woman I loved, you know, like no else at the time, you know. And then I damn near hated her for quite some time, but you know, I forgive her. She's fucked up a lot. I mean, I fucked up, but this girl has fucked up a lot. She lost her nursing license. She registered nursing license, jail, prison. I mean, finally, Social Security disability because she's crazier than a shithouse rat. I've been saying that for fucking years. She fucking used to fist fight me like a man. And actually, that very first time she went to the nut house, I'll say it, first time I went there to visit her, like a couple days after I dropped her off, the nurse tells me that she needs to talk to me. Or the doctor needs to talk to me before I visit with my wife. So I wait and I talk to, hey doc, what's up? He said, I don't know if I'm breaking patient doctor confidentiality or not, but it's dealing with you. So he said, I feel comfortable telling you. I said, what's that? He said, she's told me she's had a knife to your throat on 3 occasions while you were sleeping. Wow, that was nice to hear. And talk about sleeping with the enemy. I still stuck by her crazy ass. About 16 trips to the nut house while I was with her. $250,000, well, she's had over $1 million worth of mental health care out of my Union Halls plan. Me and my sweat off me and my brother's backs, and she ain't been fixed. And I'm not talking shit at all, but that's where my ex-sister-in-law, that's the type of environment she came from. And my ex-wife's so crazy, she tried to run her sister and her niece over one time. And they had a PFA in Pennsylvania, Protection from Abuse. And they every year she had it renewed. Well, she didn't 2 years ago, and hadn't since. And I call her Nutty. Anybody that watches this knows me, they'll know that now. But we'll just call her Madam X for all intents and purposes. Oh, Madam X too. We'll call her that. My ex-wife too. Madam X2. Madam X1, Madam X2. Well, Madam X2, she's crazy in her shit house rat. So freaking crazy. Here, this is my parents. Were all about this, thinking it was a great idea. It was such a great environment. Everybody questioned me, whatever. I did what I had to do and let her stay there. Not always in the back of my mind wondering if they were gonna try and steal her away. Well, they did. My daughter, I have her in a private Christian school because of her mother's reputation. Mine wasn't the greatest when I was a kid growing up. Got a lot better, and then the gang stalking shit starts, and you know, of course, they try and ruin your fucking reputation, but I just don't give a fuck. Wow. The only person I ever cared what thought about me was that little girl, and I still feel a little bit of a knife blade from her too. And some of the things she said, I called. The point was, I called her Monday night. I got in late Sunday night. Flew into Cleveland, Ohio. Rented a car. Had to drive home for about 4 hours. I made it in about 3. I was hauling ass. On Interstate 80, I pretty much did 90, 100 the whole way. I was tired. I got about 2 hours sleep. Got up. I haul ass to a new job. Start a new job Monday. I took a job 82 miles from my house. Some people, that might sound like a long ways. To alignment, that's like running to the freaking grocery store. That's like an hour and a half. That's nothing in terms of the driving we do. I talked to my buddies. I just put a video up. My one buddy from local 456. He sent me a video of himself catching the ropes of Highline a helicopter in Jersey. But anyhow, I'm all over the place. I was fucking in a bad place last night. If you, I don't know. I just was in a bad place. So, shit, this is where I gotta go, I guess. 2:13. I don't freaking know if I went the right way or not here. No, but whatever. But anyhow, I'll tell you this story. I'm rambling on. But my parents think it's a good idea to leave my daughter permanent. They think they're good Christians. They go to church on Sunday and yell at me because I say fuck a lot. But I hit them with I am vulgar. I may be vulgar in speech. I'm not vulgar in knowledge. Last night, I hit them with fucking about 10 Bible verses, and they fucking jaws were on the floor, like as usual. Just like when I fucking basically did the service for my grandmother, my father's mother. So would that be my paternal, my paternal grandmother. I basically did church service. Christ, she died, oh hell, 8 years ago, I think, something like that. So, 8 years ago, I was 38 years old. You know, Jesus said it takes 40 years to build a temple. Shit, oh wow, I finally see it. I'm putting off an ultraviolet light off this rental car. I just seen it in the daylight. That's a new one. Ultraviolet light shining that fucking off a white reflective speed limit sign, which they're pretty much the same nationwide now, whatever that crazy rainbow reflective shit. But this rental car just painted, if you're ever in the military, you know that term, they painted that sign, that speed limit sign. I just noticed it. It blows my mind. Hey, I learn something new every day about the fudge packers. Yeah, and the more I learn, the more I fucking share. We'll beat these fuckers sooner than opposed to later. But yeah, it ain't, if it comes down to fucking duking it out, I know some bad, no, not to offend anybody, but to quote fucking Ving Rhames and fucking Pulp Fiction, I know some hard fucking pipe hitting fucking niggers, and they ain't fucking black people, but crazy motherfuckers, buddies of mine, they fucking just live for fucking fights. And then I got other ones that are a little touched from the military that they live just to fucking shoot somebody again. Crazy motherfuckers, but God bless them. You know, it ain't their fault. You know, they thought they fucking same dumbass shit as me. Thought they were fucking defending their country. They didn't know they were just protecting the fucking goddamn oligarchs' fucking interests. So, you know. But back to that story real quick. You guys gotta hear this. My ex-wife, it's Christmas. I don't even know what year. My oldest son's 27, he'll be 28 here in a couple of days. So he was still like in high school anyhow. So this was about 10, 12 years ago. This crazy bitch, my parents show up at my house for Christmas night, mind you. Well, Christmas night, I don't know, it's probably 8, almost 9 o'clock, Christmas night. And we had his, hers, and our kids. She had a son to a previous relationship. I had 2 boys to my first marriage. And then we had our daughter. That's why I say his, hers, and ours. Well, we had his, hers, and ours. And she was in a pissy mood. She's crazy anyhow. Well, the kids all knew it, but anyhow, my mom and dad show up. Well, my mother called her my first ex-wife's name the very first time she met her, like about 10 minutes into it. I asked her if she'd come help her do something in the kitchen, and I would slap in the face. It was a little rude and all that too, but I'm not to stick up for my mother. She's fucking more retarded than I am. She's fucking bright as shit, but she's fucking retarded as shit too. People, I think you know what I mean by that. But anyhow, I digress. Back to the story. My parents want my daughter to permanently live with this family. This girl's sister. My mom and dad show up Christmas night and walk into my house. We had a set of steps and went up through the kitchen, upstairs by the kids' room and the bathroom. And we had a set of steps that went up to the second floor right into the master bedroom. And it went through the living room. Well, my mother's standing there and she just says, isn't she at least going to come down and say hello? And this crazy bitch comes stomping down the steps, grabs our fucking Christmas tree, rips the motherfucker out of the wall, and lights and all, drags it through the living room, through the dining room, through the kitchen, opens up the basement fucking door, and throws it down the fucking steps, comes back in the living room, and said, Christmas is over, get the fuck out of my house, bitch. So, I know some linemen with some crazy stories, and not one of them has ever beaten that fucking story. So, how about a little thumbs up or any comments on that? What do you think of my parents' fucking judgment? Pretty fucking retarded or what? They want to permanently put my daughter in her care because I travel. I took a job to be home. I'm around home. I gotta leave at 5:30 in the morning, and I get back about 6 o'clock at night. Can't complain. Not bad. 12 and a half hours gone for the day. Getting a 10-hour day in. And not necessarily, it's line work. Not line work, it's line work. It's electrician work, but not necessarily piece rate, but set up like line work. You boys get this done, we're done for the day. As long as you get the goal done for the day, it doesn't matter if you get it done at 10 o'clock in the morning or it takes you till 5:30. You're going to work your 10 hours or you're going to bust ass and get it done sooner and still get paid 10. That's just the way things go. But, hell, I definitely took a wrong turn here. What the hell? But, alright. Just had to tell you I'm heartbroken. I was fucking destroyed last night when my parents showed up to my house with my daughter, and my daughter's aunt's new Dodge Durango. And my mom and dad drive that to my house because they were going. My mother insisted, you need to get over here now. I said, well, I've got some paperwork I really have to take care of. No, you need to get over here now. I said, I really got to take care of this paperwork. And of course, she pushes me to the point, look, I really have to take care of this paperwork. I'm not cussing at you, but I am about to be fucked if I don't get this fucking paperwork into this lawyer. And of course, she says, what do you mean? What do you mean? Wants to drag it out a little more. I said, I'll be there when I get there. Well, I got something for you. Well, it wasn't anything good. They decided to have, Sunday night, I flew in late. I worked Monday. I called my daughter on the way home Monday, thinking she would be happy. No. I just took it as teenage angst, preteen, whatever. She's basically going to be, she'll be 13 years old in 5 weeks, something like that. So anyhow, that's what I just took it off as. I have female friends around home. They said the same thing. Yep, that's about right. That's the teenager in her. Okay, I accepted that. I talked to her. I said, she's scared of my house because of the gang stalking shit. And I get it. But I'm trying to keep her positive, think positive. They are trying to tear the house down. Well, she's all about staying by herself, but she's like, well, I don't want to stay by myself that long. I said, that wouldn't be an issue. I have a friend who works for the school district, and the school, and her and my daughter get along great. And the school district just so happens to not be having school, no social anything, just like the rest of the world, actually. And talked to her Monday night. I'm like, oh, you want to come up? No, not now. I got plans. I got school stuff. Okay. I said, but I took a job. I took him home to spend time with you, honey. You know, you got to come stay with me. That turns into that I told her I was forcing her to come live with me. You got to see this paperwork. I entrusted my ex-in-laws to take care of my daughter in my absence. Now they're making it sound like I'm a deadbeat scumbag, that I'm gone for months at a time. They don't know anything about it. They said I have given $2,500 towards my daughter's care. In 2.5 years, they've been helping me out. Well, that's kind of funny because $100 a week, every week, 52 weeks out of the year, that's $5,200. I don't care where the hell you went to elementary school at. It ain't going to change. Though they're just making up lies, and it's like, oh my God, they're back to the petty craziness that her mother had got me into. I was in that child support system, all that shit. My first ex-wife and I, we had an agreement. It was actually for more money. She lost out on the deal. I forget how much she ended up losing, but my dumbass was paying her a lot more than what I was. So, what I had to. But I got a letter, my son, who finally, done with school, so I get to not have to pay for that. Child support and buy us school clothes anyhow and all that kind of stuff, which is neither here nor there. I'm not bitching about it at all. That's why I go to work for my fucking kids, but I am fucking heartbroken over my daughter, my ex-sister-in-law. They all think that this is such a better place, better environment, all that, but they forget about last fall when I drove back through here in a bucket truck on a Friday night of a hurricane that didn't really do much. A little bit in North Carolina there. When was that? September, October. And oh my God, her son OD'd on cocaine, whatever. My daughter's telling me on the phone. They walked in, her, the mother, and the two, and then my daughter and my niece walk in the house, and there's her cousin, or my daughter's cousin, laying there passed out, unresponsive. Had to call 911, get the ambulance there, resuscitate, because he was taking, I don't know what the hell, he takes, some kind of, he's 19 years old and he's got depressed, so he's got whatever for depression, and then cocaine on top of that. I guess ain't such a good mix. But I still don't know what exactly did come out of that. So I really thought in Pennsylvania, Central PA, if that was cocaine, he'd have got arrested, but I don't believe he got arrested. I think he did. He was drinking that night, so they did give him an underage drinking fine again. But it's like these kids are just crazy. But they're the ones that are having. But my sister-in-law and I even mentioned something to her. I'm like, you really think that's a good idea? Having beer parties, let your kids have beer parties. Really? You really think that's a good idea? At your house, underage, with my 12-year-old daughter and your 11-year-old daughter there. And you guys are at the Moose Lodge dance or meeting or whatever you're doing. You guys don't, those that live in glass houses should not throw stones because, they just built a new garage, a pretty big size garage for party barn. And they get pretty shit-faced around all the kids. So those that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. But I'm done. It's 21 minutes. I was kind of bitching. I was kind of whining. I'm fucking heartbroken again. But I feel more betrayed by my own parents and my daughter and my sister-in-law, ex-sister-in-law, who told me her sister's dead to her and I'm like her brother. Well, my sister, my own sister, I contacted last night and said, hey, do you know how goofy your parents are? And she proceeded to tell me how, I wish I would have known this 2 years ago. My mother kind of pulled one of her crazy fits like she did when I was a kid. Used to beat the living fuck out of me till I finally got bigger than her one day and took her and she went to fucking hit me and I grabbed her hand and put it down at her side and I said, you're never going to do that again. She ran off and said, I'm telling your dad. My dad never laid a hand on me. We about went toe-to-toe a couple of times, but he never smacked my ass, any of that. Well, because I think he felt so damn guilty because she beat me so much. But, wow, that's some crazy. I wonder if that's coming through on the phone, But look at those clouds, that's nuts. But I digress. I'm surprised. My sister, she's got a Penn State degree. She's a teacher by trade. Her husband's an engineer by trade, but he's like management way up there. Used to work for like an oil exploration company. I don't even know. I know he took a new job. But they used to stay to like 2 years. Every 2 years they moved from country to country for this other outfit he worked for. But they're finally stable. They're back in the States. But, yeah. I wish I'd have known this other stuff. My sister filled me in on last night. She's like, no, what kind of crazy shit is she doing now? And she just could not believe the underhanded, crazy, nasty, just hateful shit they said to me. I came home at Christmas. I took the last $400 I had. I buy my daughter anything, anytime she wants it, whenever. But, she didn't get anything for Christmas. Nobody did. Her Christmas present was me coming home. And I told her, hey, look how much money I spent on you before I went back out to California, before school and all that. Couple $1,000s worth of clothes and makeup and all that I told her she wasn't allowed to wear. And she's, I let it out of hand, I guess, and I was going too long. But, now my parents are idiots. It is hard to honor thy mother and father when they're fucking morons. I heard a long time ago, and I still can't wrap my fucking head around this one, but when you're in the spiritual realm before you come here, you pick your parents. What the fuck was I thinking? Though I be vulgar in speech, I be not vulgar in knowledge. I love you all. Peace.